was going to do some videos, but now it looks like I'm going to do a video on cleaning out my space so I can make more videos in the wintertime. This is kind of an embarrassment, but at the same time, it's something that needs to get done. So we're going to be doing the whole garage gutting, clean out, organization. We got some really cool shelving systems, and we're going to be putting those up today. It's going to be a good time. Stay tuned. I don't really technically say that I'm a hoarder, but with two families living in the house that we're in right now, we've got a little bit of junk. And yes, this is the first step to getting things taken care of, is admitting it, and junk is piled on top of junk is piled on top of junk. So yes, it might be a little embarrassing here, but at the same time, I'm showing everybody what all this is so we can show a transformation and see how bad it really is to start off with. There is an organized method to madness, but most of the crap, especially here in the middle, is just stuff that needs to go to the dump. One of the worst things that we ever did was get onto one of those government bid sites to buy, cheap return things from Amazon and the government. And so I've got like 2 lawnmowers, 2 or 3 trimmers, a whole bunch of extra lawn equipment, a kayak. Yep, legit, that's a kayak. That's Captain Ron's, but it's there. Some sawhorses, got an extra dog kennel. So a lot of this crap is going to be going to the dump, but we've got some organization coming in. We've got some help from buddies over here at Fleximounts. They got me a motorized shelving unit that we're going to be putting up, and then we've also got a 4x6 foot, I believe, over garage door hanging shelving unit that we're going to be installing too. But first things first, the whole garage needs emptied. So we're gonna gut it, get everything outside to be able to do some work. So we're making progress here, guys. We got Captain Ron over here giving a little hand, doing some organization, cleared everything out. I know we got a god-awful mess outside, but we've already taken one trip to the dump so far, found some extra storage space, and we've been getting a chance to put some extra shelving in here. See, are we all clear? Of the garage door? Your door?
No. Hang on. Okay.
So we've got Captain Ron's kayak hung up. It's a little bit of old overhead storage that we cleared out and put in the attic. And then we got our overhead rack system installed. This thing says it'll hold up to 600 pounds. And right now it's got all of our camping gear up there. So it's about 9 o'clock here after day one. We got all of our things moved over to this wall. We're going to be doing some outlets over on that wall tomorrow. We got our Fleximounts ceiling hanging unit. It's a 4-foot by 8-foot ceiling hanger. I already had this one up, and then we also hung Captain Ron's kayak and fishing gear from the ceiling. Old tool bench still looks like a hot mess, but we'll be fixing that tomorrow. We moved the toolbox from over there to over here by the back door. Got that one all fixed up. Tomorrow we're going to be cleaning out all this junk, reorganizing that, getting rid of the shelving units there, all that crap's leaving, getting gone. And then Fleximounts got us a really sweet shelving unit that's going to be going right here. Something special. It's a motorized lift shelving unit. Alright guys, we're on to day 2 now. I had to go make a Home Depot run this morning, and now we have made our spot up on the wall over here for putting up our Fleximounts motorized shelving unit. So this is the one that we have right here. I don't know how well you can see this. That's what it's going to look like by Fleximounts. There's their telephone number, and it is a 4-foot wide motorized shelving unit. So we got the instructions here, getting everything looked through. And it looks like we got a rail system in the middle with some mounts that are going to go up on the wall. They recommend that you need to have at least a 9-foot ceiling on these. And so our upper mount, we're going to put 90 to 96 inches. I kind of made a mark up there. We're going to put this thing right at 94 inches up off the ground and get it mounted into 2 studs. All right, so final product, here we are. We got it all done. The installation was super simple on this. I was kind of, worried that this thing wouldn't, want to level right, but this thing's got its own levels on it. It was super easy. The only thing you got to make sure you get right is that upper mount. Make sure you get it mounted to 2 studs, level it out right, and then the bottom one you hang it down and it's got a level on the actual unit right about there. We'll look at it here in a second. And then you mount the lower one to 2 studs as well, and this rack is supposed to hold right around 165, 170 pounds. I'd imagine that's between the 2 shelves. The 2 shelves are mounted then to the little rail, and you can get up here and you can reach this thing, super simply. And you could, I'm sure you could adjust the height even a little bit more. You could lower it for somebody who's a little bit shorter. But for me, this is a pretty good height. I mounted the upper rail, the lower section of it, at 94 inches. And then we have this fancy dancy remote right here that hit the up button. And I know it's kind of slow, but lifts everything on up. Well, I guess I had that one mounted a little too high, but that is the upper stop for it. So at the upper stop, I am 6'4", and I got a good 8 inches or so between my head and that rack. So you can stop it early if you needed to. That's the upper stop. I guess I, put a couple more things. So you could always adjust everything down to that point. But like I said, I mounted that upper rack at 94 inches and, gives me some extra storage space and gets things out of my way. The design on this thing is also super sturdy. It takes just a 110 volt outlet. You just plug it in over there. I got the extra wiring and the power source there all zip tied out of the way. So not only do you have the remote, but you also have buttons here and there for lowering and up and raising it, and then the level for when you're mounting it. It's got the level unit right there, so you figure out where you're at. All in all, this thing is very sturdy. That's definitely something that they put in mind. Very well powder coated, and this thing also comes with a 5-year warranty, even on all the motor and electronic parts. So even for tools and shelving units, that's a pretty good warranty. And finally, guys, the finished product. A workspace that you can be proud to be out and working in for once. You can fit a car inside the garage. Plus, it's got all the space and all the storage we really needed. I was able to reroute and put my air line up across and over the shop. Put my air reel up there. Got all my shelving organized. Got some new shelving from a takeout issue that we had at another job site from a buddy of mine. Took that one out. From the Fleximounts, we've got the power shelf put in. The Fleximounts upper storage compartment, the shelf up there, I've got it adjusted up all the way so it fits above the garage door when you open it. Got another hanging one that I had made. Hung the kayak. Got all the kids stuff kind of put away there. Nice little shelf there. My vacuum and my toolbox, able to actually work out of. All of that's organized. All the Ryobi goodies. This is actually a place that I'm going to be very well invested in doing some more YouTube videos here in the winter time. I also put a whole bunch of lighting in. These things are some badass lighting that are actually industrial lights. They put out about 14,000 lumens each. This thing's like daylight in here, which is fantastic for YouTube videos. How about that, guys? So we'll be out here in the shop a little bit more, out in the garage, doing some cool stuff this winter. Hope you guys enjoy that one. There will be a whole lot more to come. Well, that's about all I got for you guys today. This has been a really awesome project because it's something that was actually for me. I was able to do something to be able to make a nice space to be able to work in, do some more YouTube videos in. If you like the stuff that I had installed today from Fleximounts, I will be sure to put a link down in the description below for the power unit, shelf unit, and the overhead shelf unit as well. Those things turned out freaking awesome, and they hold a whole bunch of stuff. Nice, organized, out of the way, easy to use, easy to install. Something I would definitely recommend for you guys. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you go check out my page over on Instagram as well. I try to keep things nice and fresh and up to date for you there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and like the channel. Subscribe. It really helps. I am able to do awesome things for you guys, and the channel has been growing exponentially because of my awesome subscribers like you. I appreciate it again today, guys, and you guys stay awesome.